Have you ever wondered why Bhutan, a teeny Himalayan kingdom, never merged with India after independence? Why China, the world's rising superpower, constantly tries to claim Bhutanese territory? And how this small nation of less than a million people quietly became one of the India's strongest and most loyal allies? Hello, my name is Aryan Singh. Welcome to episode 3 of Beyond Attempt. In this video, I will discuss the forgotten history of Bhutan from its birth to the present day and reveal how its destiny has always been tied up to India while resisting the shadow of China. Bhutan's story starts in the 17th century when a Tibetan Lama unified the valley into a single kingdom. He gave Bhutan not just political unity but also a unique identity which separates from Tibet, distinct from India, and resilient against any empire that tried to control it. For centuries, Bhutan remained closed off, a mysterious and land hidden in Himalayas, but the British Empire eventually arrived at doorstep. After the Anglo-Bhutan War of 1864, Bhutan lost its strategic Doars region to the British, but it kept its sovereignty. Unlike Nepal, which signed unequal treaties, Bhutan managed to safeguard its independence while carefully balancing foreign power. Then came the turning point. In 1947, when India became independent, many wondered, would Bhutan merge with India just like Sikkim did later? The answer was clear. Bhutan wanted independence, but also protection after that Anglo-Bhutan War of 1864, and that protection could only come from India. In 1949, Bhutan and India signed the Treaty of Friendship. The deal was historic. Bhutan would consult India on foreign policy, and in return, India guaranteed Bhutan security. This treaty turned Bhutan into India's closest ally, a bond much deeper than a casual diplomacy. But the real test of this friendship came with China. After annexing Tibet in 1950, China started eyeing Bhutan. Beijing published maps showing Bhutanese land as Chinese territory. They demanded border correction and tried to lure Bhutan into negotiation without India. But Bhutan refused to bend. Instead, Bhutan opened its door to India. New roads, schools and hydro projects were built with India's support. By the 1970s, Bhutan had joined the UN, but its heartbeat remained tied to India. The relationship between India and Bhutan was tested again in 2017 during the Doklam standoff. China tried to build a road in a disputed area claimed by Bhutan, but critical for India's security also, near the Siliguri corridor, also known as the India's chicken neck. For 73 tense days, India and Chinese troops stood face to face, and India stood firm, not for its own territory, but for Bhutan. The world realized then Bhutan may be small, but it is central to India's security. Even today, China pressured Bhutan with border negotiation, trying to exchange land in the north for territory near Doklam. But Bhutan knows the truth. Once China steps in, its sovereignty is lost. Look at Tibet, look at Hong Kong. Bhutan has survived because of its closeness with India. Culturally too, Bhutan and India are deeply linked. Buddhism travels from India to Bhutan. Economically, India is Bhutan's largest trading partner, its biggest investor, and the main market for its hydroelectric power. Militarily, the Indian military training team has been stationed in Bhutan for decades, silently protecting it from external threats. And yet, despite all this, Bhutan remains largely forgotten in mainstream discussion. Few Indians realize how vital Bhutan is, not just as a friendly neighbor, but as a shield against Chinese expansion. So let me ask you, what would India's northern defense look like if Bhutan had fallen into a Chinese hand? Imagine Chinese troops stationed near Siliguri, just 100 kilometers from the corridor that connects India northeast with the rest of the country. That's why Bhutan's survival is not just its own victory, it's India too. Today in 2025, Bhutan is still navigating its path. It has modernized slowly, keeping its tradition alive while embracing democracy. It balanced carefully between Beijing pressure and New Delhi support. But when the chips are down, history shows us one truth. Bhutan has always stood with India. A small nation, a forgotten ally, but perhaps India's strongest. And that is the untold story of Bhutan, a kingdom that chose independence, resisted China and became India's most reliable partner in the Himalayas. If you find this video insightful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to Beyond Attempt. I will see you in the next episode. Jai Hind.